If you're here, it must be time for you to study the Praxis Elementary Education Teaching Reading 7002, Comprehension of Literary and Informational Text. Hi, I'm Sandra Matthews, and I have a doctoral degree in education, and I'm your Study.com expert, and I'm here to make sure that you get the results you need. So in this video, we're going to specifically analyze selecting appropriate instructional strategies for specific comprehension skills. Okay, it's time to get started with our analysis. So what is this question asking for? And they're really looking here at the student's listening comprehension. So you're going to look for things that are in connection to that. Reading silently is not an example of listening. Having students do written summaries, again, is not with that listening. Engaging students in interactive read-alouds and discussing content and vocabulary is definitely something that is connected, and so C is the correct answer. And if you quickly look down at D, it's to write a book report. So this interactive read-alouds is exactly what this question is looking at. Which of the following strategies is most effective for supporting students' speaking and listening skills during text discussions? So again, if you analyze this question, you've got students speaking and their listening skills. So that's the two keys here in this question. So asking students to write their thoughts is not speaking and listening. Conducting literature circles, okay, students are speaking and taking turns, and they're having to listen because it's a circle and it's a conversation. So B here would be the correct answer. Again, creating a visual art project is great, but it is certainly not doing what students are supposed to doing with student speaking and listening skills. And so therefore we have our correct answer of B. Our next question, which of the following strategies is most effective for activating and building students' background knowledge to increase comprehension of a new text? So we're just wondering, like, what's going to activate and build students' background knowledge? So students writing a summary, how are you finding background knowledge there? You're not. Asking students to read something silently before discussing, how do you know what their background knowledge is? Providing a list of vocab for them to memorize does nothing because you're not finding anything from the past. Or conducting a brainstorm session where students share what they know about the topic before reading it. So again, that brainstorming session, letter D, is going to help activate the background knowledge to what's currently happening in the present. So letter D. Which of the following strategies best supports students in using metacognition to monitor their comprehension and analyze different types of text? Well, that key word to this question is going to be metacognition. And metacognition is a higher order of thinking skills. It enables us to understand our own cognitive process. So that's what you're looking for here. Where's a process that's going to help those students follow and understand and question their own process? And right there we have letter A, teaching students to ask themselves questions about the text as they read it. And if you want to quickly look at these others, encouraging students to quickly read to cover more material, things that are summaries, those are just not going to be anything as powerful as teaching students to ask themselves, letter A, questions about the text as they read. It was great to have you here studying the Praxis Elementary Education Teaching Reading 7002, Comprehension of Literary and Informational Text. Here at Study.com, there is a 92% pass rate when you use materials from our courses. And in fact, we have an entire course built around teaching reading comprehension, literary and informational text. So just go over to study.com and find all that information. And please make sure you like our videos. Please leave us comments. And we would love to hear success stories of you going through the process of going through the Praxis. So happy studying.